Welcome to the Think Self-Publishing Podcast, where we talk all things self-publishing, making money online, and reaching your goals. If you enjoy the podcast, make sure you sign up for the free video seminar, Confessions of a Self-Publisher, and discover 7 powerful rules for publishing in today's competitive marketplace. Go to thinksp.net/confessions to join. Now here's your host, James, and let's get started with the show.
Welcome to the Think Self-Publishing Podcast, Episode 2. This is your host, James, and in this episode, we are going to discuss 4 simple and straightforward steps for getting started with self-publishing. So I'll mention that this topic of, how to get started, it's a topic that I wanted to discuss much later, but I think it's very important information that I should mention early on for the people who are really new to the idea of making money on Amazon by creating your own books. So what are the 4 steps for getting started? Step 1 is account creation. Okay, so you're gonna have to open the following accounts to self-publish. The first is open a bank account, which I'm sure everyone has a bank account. Okay, and you're gonna obviously need to know your account number and routing number. You're going to want to open your KDP account, so you're going to go to kdp.amazon.com, and I'll have all the links in the description. So you're going to open your bank account, open your KDP account, open a CreateSpace account. So KDP and CreateSpace are going to be the platforms you'll be publishing your books to. You're going to open a GetResponse account, and this is going to be for your email marketing, and you want to open an account on Upwork. Right, so Upwork.com. And also, you want to open an account on Fiverr.com. Okay, so Upwork.com and Fiverr.com, you're going to use these websites for outsourcing. KDP.amazon.com and CreateSpace.com, these are going to be the actual platforms you'll be submitting your books to. That will, these are the websites that are going to actually publish your books. And then GetResponse is going to be for marketing, right, email marketing. So that's step 1. Go and open all those accounts and get them set up. Put the bank account information into everything. Put your credit card into GetResponse. GetResponse is free for the first 30 days. So you don't have to actually pay for that. But I think you do have to put a credit card in the beginning. Use the link below. There's links for everything below. Open an account on Upwork. Open an account on Fiverr.com. And those two, the last two, Upwork and Fiverr, those are going to be for outsourcing. Okay, and specifically Upwork is going to be where you're going to get your writer from, and Fiverr is where you're going to get your book cover. So that's step 1. Get that done, and that should take maybe an hour or so. So step 2 in self-publishing a book is niche selection. Okay, so you want to pick a topic for your book. Okay, so the way you're going to pick a niche, and there's a whole process to picking a niche. But if you're just getting started, what I recommend that you do is think about something that you're interested in, or think about something that you have some experience with. Okay, so let's say maybe you went to college for accounting, right? And you have some knowledge of like finance and bookkeeping, or you have some experience with this, right? So I would recommend that you pick a niche that you're interested in or have experience with. If you understand accounting, then maybe you want to pick a niche like books on personal finance. All right, so you want to pick a general niche that you have some interest in, or something that you have experience with, and then once you pick that general niche, you want to pick something a little more specific within that general niche, and that's going to be the topic of your book. Okay, so let's say you did accounting, and your general niche is going to be personal finance. You want to get a little more specific for a book topic. I would recommend maybe you pick something like repairing your credit, right? Something simple like that. Or maybe you can do something like simple budgeting, right? And so that would be the topic of your book, something like how to make a personal budget, all right? So that's step 2, once you've picked a niche and a book topic. After you've picked your niche and your book topic, you want to go on Amazon, right? And you want to search the Kindle store, and you want to look for other ebooks that are similar to the topic that you picked. So if we picked making a budget, okay, you're gonna want to look in the Kindle section on Amazon for books that talk about personal finance and budgeting. And what you want to do is you want to make an outline basically for your book, right? Before you outsource it, you want to give your writer an outline because that's going to make it easier for them to write, and that's going to also ensure that your book kind of is well rounded and covers all the most important topics in whatever category or topic you're writing about. So if we're writing a book on budgeting, look on Amazon for other books regarding budgeting. Look at the table of contents in those books and just try to make a little document that just says, okay, the introduction to the book should be about this. We'll start the book talking about this topic. We'll end with these topics. And, just try to make a general outline that's maybe 1 page or so, just to give your writer an idea of the topics that he or she should be writing about when they go to write the book. Okay, so after you've picked your niche and you've picked the book topic and you've made like a simple outline, right, you're done with step 2 and you can move on to step 3. Okay, so step 3 is a very important step. All the steps are important, but this is, very important. Step 3 is actually hiring someone and outsourcing the creation of your book and the book cover. Okay, so what you're going to do now in step 3, now that you know what you want your book on, you're going to go to Upwork.com and you're going to post a job description and you're going to look for a writer, right? So you're going to say, hey, I'm looking for a writer. I want you to write a book on, personal finance. So, it'd be great if you have some experience with that. And the amount of money you're going to pay is you're going to pay $1 for every 100 words that the person writes for you. Okay, so you're going to put that job description up and you're going to say, hey, I'm paying $1 for every 100 words and I need a book on personal finance. Okay, you're going to look through your applications and you're going to hire someone. Okay, so your book can be any size. Larger books are better than smaller ones. So the more money you have to spend on a book, the better. Okay, so let's say you have $50 to spend on the book. Okay, that's going to get you around 5,000 words. So if you have $50 after the fees, it probably costs like $60 or something. You would tell your writer, hey, I want you to write 5,000 words on personal finance, right? So we picked personal making budgets. So you would say, hey, I want you to write 5,000 words on budgeting. Here's an outline that you can follow that has like the most important things. So try to write a book on this topic, making sure you cover these things. Okay, if you have more than $50 to spend, that's great, right? Larger is better. You want to shoot for like 10,000 words, right? Which will be around $100 to $150. But if you have $80, then you would get a 8,000 word book. Okay, so step 3, go on Upwork, find a writer, pay them $1 for every 100 words, give them your outline, and get them started on writing that book. And also set a deadline. So your deadline should be like 7 days from when you hire them and send them the outline. So as soon as you send your writer the outline to get started writing the book, you want to go to Fiverr.com, type book covers in the search bar, and just look through the people who create covers. Look at the covers they've made, see who you're kind of interested in most, and then get a book cover from them. Okay, so the book cover shouldn't really cost you more than like $5 or $10, maybe $15. Okay, so you tell them, hey, I want the book title to be this, I want the subtitle to be that. Get a stock photo and have them create the book cover, and that'll probably take 7 days. So hopefully you'll get your written book back from your writer on Upwork, and you'll get the book cover back from Fiverr. Okay, so once you have those 2 things back, you have your actual written book and you have the cover, you can move on to step 4, and you're pretty much almost done at this point. So step 4 is proofreading and publishing. Okay, so step 4 is a very important step for controlling the quality and actually getting the process done of writing a book. So once you get your Word document back from your writer, pay your writer, okay, and then proofread it, right? So sit there and read the book from beginning to end, and try to improve the English if you can, right? You don't have to, but definitely try to get rid of any grammatical errors, any spelling mistakes. And then after you do that, you want to do some basic formatting. So for your Kindle books, basically you want to set the font to Arial, and you want to save that document as a Word doc, and then you're going to upload that document to KDP, and then you also want to save a PDF version of the document, and then you're going to upload that to CreateSpace. Okay, so there's a whole kind of process of uploading. I'm not going to really talk about that because it's fairly straightforward, right? So you're going to go to kdp.amazon.com after you've made your account, and then it'll say like publish a book, and then you just put the title, you put the subtitle. You're going to pick categories, right? And you're going to put keywords. That's very important. And we'll talk about keywords later and doing that effectively. And we'll also talk about book titles effectively, like making book titles effectively later on. But for now, just put a title that you think is good. Put a subtitle. Put categories that you think it's related to. And upload the Word document to KDP. Then take your PDF, right? So when you have your Word document, you're going to save it as a PDF. And then you're going to take that PDF, and after you've uploaded the book to KDP, go to CreateSpace, and you're going to upload that PDF to CreateSpace, okay? Now, your book cover, you're going to upload it to both places, okay? So you're going to upload a JPEG version of the book cover to KDP, and you should ask your book cover designer to send you a PDF version of the cover also, and then you're going to put that PDF version on CreateSpace, okay? And then once you've done that, you've submitted the Word document to KDP, and you've submitted the PDF to CreateSpace, you're pretty much done, right? Like after you submit it, you wait for the approval process, which should take like 24 hours, and then your books will be available for sale, okay? So at that point, you've pretty much, it's not even pretty much, you have published the book, all right? And the next step after that is to basically continue this process and optimize the process to make more royalties, okay? So there's a lot of details to a lot of the stuff that I'm mentioning, and we'll go into this more in the future. I invite you, if you have any questions, definitely put them in the comment section. I'm gonna answer every question. I'll respond to everyone. So if you have any questions about this, definitely ask them. It'll give me more ideas for episodes. But for now, if you've been thinking about getting started with self-publishing, I just gave you the 4 steps to follow to get it done and actually get published, right? And we spoke before in episode 1 that you shouldn't wait, and we also spoke about why you can still do this and why it's still valuable. So definitely follow the 4 steps and get started. If you enjoyed the podcast and you found some value in it, then I recommend that you go to thinksp.net/confessions, okay? And you sign up to get the free video seminar, Confessions of a Self-Publisher, where I talk about 7 rules that I've learned over the last 2 to 3 years of publishing that I think will really improve your chances with self-publishing, especially if you haven't gotten started yet. So go to thinksp.net/confessions to get Confessions of a Self-Publisher, and stay tuned for more episodes.